North Korea. A name that echoes with secrecy, a place that stirs the imagination and invites endless speculation. For many, it's a land seen only through filtered headlines and rare, fleeting glimpses. A country that seems to exist more in myth than in reality. It's a name wrapped in mystery, more legend than location. The stories that reach us are often shrouded in fog, like the mountains that guard its borders. Yet, beneath the surface, there's a world waiting to be discovered, a culture with deep roots and quiet beauty. For years, I've been drawn to the world's hidden corners, always searching for places that challenge my understanding. But none felt more distant, more unreachable than this. North Korea stood apart, a forbidden chapter in the atlas of travel, a place where curiosity meets caution. I often wondered, what would it be like to walk its silent streets, to see the faces behind the headlines, to breathe the air of a land so often veiled from view? Would I find fear, or would I find warmth? Would the people be as mysterious as the place itself? My journey began not with a flight but with anticipation, a sense of stepping onto a stage where the script is unknown. Every step was a leap into uncertainty, every document a ticket to a world few outsiders ever see. I wanted to understand, not judge, to listen, not assume. I carried with me a notebook ready to capture moments and stories, determined to approach each encounter with humility and respect. The idea of a place so different was both thrilling and daunting. The border was more than a line on a map. It was a threshold between worlds, a crossing into the unknown. My heart raced with excitement, but also with the weight of responsibility. Preparation meant more than packing. It meant opening my mind to a reality unlike my own. I read every guidebook, every account I could find, knowing that nothing could truly prepare me for what lay ahead. I packed not just clothes and cameras, but an open heart and a willingness to see beyond the surface. I had to be ready to observe, to find connection in a world of strict rules. Every glance, every gesture, every word exchanged would be precious, a chance to bridge the gap between our worlds, if only for a moment. With a heart full of questions, I set off, seeking the mountains, the cities, and the spark of shared humanity. I wanted to see the landscapes that have shaped its people, to witness daily life unfolding in quiet parks and bustling markets. This was not a holiday. It was an exploration into a parallel, mysterious world. Every moment was a lesson in contrasts, between what I expected and what I found, between the known and the unknowable. Join me as I share what I found in the heart of North Korea, a journey not just across borders, but into the depths of curiosity, empathy, and the enduring human spirit. In North Korea, travel happens strictly on their terms. From the moment you cross the border, you surrender your autonomy. Every step you take is watched, every move anticipated, and every action is subject to approval. You're never alone. Two government-assigned guides shadow you everywhere, from the early hours of dawn until the last light fades. Their presence is constant, a silent reminder that you are always being observed, and that your experience is carefully managed. The itinerary is fixed, every moment choreographed with precision. There's no room for spontaneity or personal exploration. Each site, each meal, each rest stop is predetermined, leaving no space for deviation. No wandering, no detours, just a guided tour through a curated reality. The world you see is the one they want you to see, a carefully constructed narrative designed to impress and control. Photography is tightly controlled. No soldiers, no signs of hardship, only polished monuments and grand displays. Your lens is restricted to what the regime deems appropriate, erasing the unscripted moments of daily life. Your camera becomes a tool for their narrative, not your own. Every photo you take is a piece of propaganda, reinforcing the image they wish to project to the outside world. Even conversations are filtered through your guides. Every word you speak, every question you ask, is translated and measured. Answers are carefully crafted, ensuring nothing slips through that might contradict the official story. The distance is palpable, a transparent wall between you and the people. You see locals from afar, but genuine interaction is rare, if not impossible. You're so close yet so far away. The barrier isn't just physical, it's psychological, a constant reminder of the separation between visitor and citizen. Every interaction, every sight, is managed. The experience is meticulously designed to leave you with a specific impression, one that aligns with the regime's goals. The rules shape your experience, turning what could be a journey of discovery into a carefully staged exhibition. Curiosity is contained, and questions are often met with rehearsed responses. It's not malicious, but it is absolute. The control is total, leaving no room for uncertainty or surprise. You see only what's meant for foreign eyes. the real North Korea remains hidden just out of reach behind layers of protocol and performance. In this gilded cage, freedom is an illusion. The beauty and order you witness are real, but so are the invisible bars that confine your experience, reminding you that here, every moment is lived on borrowed terms. Walking through Pyongyang is an experience that lingers in your memory long after you leave. The city feels like a world apart, a place where time seems to slow down and every step echoes with a sense of quiet wonder. As you move through its streets, you're struck by a feeling that's hard to describe, an odd mix of tranquility and curiosity, as if you've entered a living painting. The city is grand, meticulously clean, and eerily quiet. There's a sense of order that's almost palpable, as if every detail has been carefully arranged. The avenues stretch wide and open, lined with perfectly trimmed trees and spotless pavements. It's a city that feels both impressive and mysterious, its silence amplifying every detail. No horns blaring, no shouting vendors, no bustling crowds, just a serene, almost surreal calm that envelops you. The usual chaos of city life is absent here, replaced by a stillness that's both peaceful and a little unsettling. You can hear your own breathing, the soft shuffle of your shoes, and the distant hum of the city's heartbeat. People move with purpose, their faces set and their steps measured. The streets are vast and empty, like a grand stage awaiting its cast. Each person seems to know exactly where they're going, rarely pausing or lingering. There's a sense of discipline in the air, a quiet choreography that plays out against the city's monumental backdrop. The scale of Pyongyang is immense. Wide boulevards stretch as far as the eye can see, flanked by pastel-colored apartment towers and towering monumental statues. These grand structures tell stories of history and ideology, standing as silent witnesses to the city's unique character. The architecture is both imposing and strangely beautiful, a testament to the city's ambitions. At night, a deep darkness settles over the city. There's no glittering skyline, no neon lights or bustling nightlife. Instead, the city is cloaked in shadows, the quiet even more profound. The only sounds are the occasional footsteps or the distant echo of a bell. It's a darkness that feels both peaceful and mysterious, inviting you to reflect. Daily life here follows a predictable rhythm, orderly commutes, silent metro rides, faces unreadable and expressions guarded. People stand in neat lines, waiting patiently for the next train. Inside the metro, the silence is almost absolute, broken only by the soft hum of the train and the occasional announcement. It's a world of routine and restraint. Even the ornate metro stations with their grand chandeliers and intricate mosaics feel disciplined. They are beautiful but restrained, designed to impress but not to distract. The symmetry and order of these spaces reflect the city's overall atmosphere, a blend of artistry and control. In the absence of chaos, you begin to notice the smallest sounds, your own footsteps echoing on the pavement, the gentle rustle of the wind, a distant chime from somewhere unseen. Every sound is magnified, every moment feels significant. It's peaceful, yet there's an undercurrent of tension as if the city is holding its breath. You can't help but wonder about the lives unfolding behind those uniform windows. What are their hopes, their fears, their dreams? Do they look out at the same cityscape and feel the same sense of wonder and mystery? What do they talk about over dinner? Do they share stories, laughter, or quiet moments of reflection? The city's silence makes you curious about the everyday lives that fill these spaces, the private worlds hidden behind closed doors. The city's silence is like a blank page, inviting you to imagine the stories within. It's a place that sparks your imagination, making you wonder about the unseen and the unspoken. Every empty street and quiet corner feels like an invitation to dream. Pyongyang is a silent symphony, haunting, beautiful, and mysterious. It's a city that leaves you with more questions than answers, a place where silence speaks louder than words, and every moment lingers long after you've gone. In North Korea, you're surrounded by people yet profoundly alone. You see families in parks, children laughing, parents watching with love, universal moments just out of reach. The invisible wall between you and them is ever present. I longed to connect, to share a smile, but my guides gently steered me away. Occasionally a crack appears, a shared laugh with a guide, a brief story about family. In those moments the official mask slips, revealing simple humanity. These rare connections are precious, reminders that beneath the surface people are just people. The ache of missed conversations lingers, but so does hope. Love, worry, joy, they exist here too. The human heart beats the same, even behind glass. Beyond the city, North Korea's countryside is breathtaking. Rolling hills, rice paddies, and mountains pierce the clouds, a world apart from politics. Farmers work the fields, villages nestle in valleys, life moves at a timeless pace. The Myeohyang Mountains and ancient temples offer moments of peace, history, and natural beauty. For a moment you forget the rules. Nature is the only guide. Yet even here, the tour is controlled. Model farms, rehearsed performances, perfect answers. The spontaneity of discovery is missing, replaced by a predictable schedule. The wild beauty contrasts with the rigid tour, a central paradox. You feel free atop a mountain, yet bound by invisible chains. The landscape's solitude mirrors your own, admiring from a distance, always aware of the frame. The emotional journey here is complex, fascination mixed with frustration. You're always watched, not aggressively, but with quiet vigilance. This creates tension. You second-guess every word and action. Isolation is the hardest part, living in a bubble, denied true immersion. You eat, shop, and sleep in places reserved for foreigners, never truly intersecting with real life. Yet this distance sharpens your observation. You notice the smallest details, invent stories for the people you see. You become a detective of human nature, searching for meaning in gestures. You leave with more questions than answers, haunted by the silence and the stories untold. North Korea's echo lingers, a landscape of unspoken words. North Korea feels like a grand theater, every moment a scene in a carefully rehearsed play. The Arirang mass games, hundreds of thousands moving in perfect synchrony, are the ultimate spectacle. Even school visits and factory tours feel staged, smiles practiced, routines flawless. You're always aware you're seeing a show, not reality, yet sometimes the mask slips, a power cut, a broken down bus, a fleeting glimpse of real life. These cracks reveal a country with real challenges, not just performances. The line between reality and show is blurred, leaving you questioning what's genuine. In this theater, you're both audience and actor, part of the story they want to tell. North Korea is a journey inward as much as outward. The lack of freedom makes you appreciate your own. Choosing dinner, taking a walk, talking to strangers, the country acts as a mirror, reflecting your own society's invisible rules. It challenges your idea of travel. Is it about sights or about connection? Here you find meaning in observation and reflection, not interaction. You see faces, landscapes, and pride, beyond headlines and politics. No country is a monolith. No people are defined by their government. You return changed, grateful, and more empathetic. Travel at its best opens hearts, and North Korea in its own way does just that. Leaving North Korea, I felt relief and sadness. Freedom regained, mystery left behind. The journey ends, but the story lingers. Images, questions, and memories that won't fade. Travel's true power is in the stories we bring back, sparking curiosity and understanding. My perspective is just one window into a complex world. I hope this glimpse behind the curtain inspires you to look deeper. Every journey reminds us of our shared humanity and the layers beneath the surface. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Let's keep wandering, wondering, and connecting, one story at a time.